Welcome to our favorite sights of Berlin. Berlin has one of the best public transportation systems in Europe, so it's fairly easy to get around. And if the weather cooperates, walking around Berlin is a great way to see the sights. And if you're looking for a city card, the Berlin Welcome Card seemed to be among the favorites. There are a few options. I'll add a link below. Fortunately for me, I had my own tour guide, as Lili lived in Germany and even lived in Berlin for a period. Plus she speaks the language, which is a huge help. The Berlin TV Tower, one of the most iconic sights in the skyline of Berlin, and sometimes when I got lost, I would look up and see the TV tower, use it as a sort of beacon, gain my bearings, and know which direction I was heading. Okay, Berlin might not have the same skyline as New York, Dubai, or Hong Kong, but if you want to get a beautiful view of the city, this is your place. Next up on our list, Checkpoint Charlie. Okay, it's not the original structure. It's a replica based on the original checkpoint, but I enjoyed it for what it represented and the history behind it, as well as a great spot for a photo op. Next up, Alexanderplatz. Okay, it's not really a site. It's a public square and transport hub in the Mitte district, but it's a lot more than that. We seem to always be going through or passing by Alexanderplatz, morning, afternoon, or night, and especially if we were hungry late night, we'd always seem to find something to eat in the area. I also really like the world clock in Alexanderplatz. It tells the time in 148 different cities around the world. The Gendarmenmarkt Plaza is probably one of the most visually stunning plazas you'll see in Berlin. Plus, they have one of the best Christmas markets in Berlin. Unfortunately, due to construction, it'll be at a nearby plaza until it returns in 2025. Next up on our list, Museum Island. These are a myriad of museums, all located within the same area. This is a must-see when you're in Berlin. It's really easy to walk to and walk around. You could probably cover most of the museums in one day. And if you don't want to feel rushed, why not spread it out over a couple of days? I'll add a link below to the different passes to get into the museums, as well as a link to each museum if you want more information. But if you're a museum lover, this is a perfect way to spend your Berlin day. Next up on our list, the Victory Column, which is fairly easy to get to and a great sight to see. And if you want to climb to the top at only €4, it's not going to break the bank. Plus, if you're a U2 fan, you'll remember the Victory Column from their video Stay, Far Away, So Close. And if you've never seen the video, you should probably check it out. Moving on to the Berlin Cathedral. This I really enjoyed. It was a beautiful day out and a great sight. Both the exterior and the interior of the Berlin Cathedral were both extraordinary sights to see. And since it was a sunny day, afterwards, I sat on the lawn with tourists and locals alike and enjoyed the beautiful Berlin day. The Memorial to the Murdered Jews of Europe, also referred to as the Holocaust Museum. This was a place for remembrance, contemplation, and reflection, as well as a warning. Our next stop is the East Side Gallery. I really enjoyed the artwork here. The different styles and symbolism from over 118 artists covering 21 different countries, spread out over 1,300 meters in this beautiful open-air gallery on the longest continuous stretch still remaining of the Berlin Wall. As we take a look on the other side of the wall, there's a slightly different style of artwork here, and we're very fortunate to have some photos of the wall when Lili first came to Berlin. The wall looked slightly different back then. Number 2 on our list is the Reichstag building and dome. This is the one site on our list that you should definitely plan ahead for. Go online, reserve your ticket for your time. I will add a link below to the site. Remember, it's a government building, so there will be a lot of security. But the good thing is, it's also free to enter. The Berlin Dome has a 360-degree view of the Berlin cityscape. It's really interesting. The mirrored cone in the center directs sunlight into the Chamber of Parliament below. Moving on to number 1 on our list, the Brandenburg Gate. This is definitely our favorite site in Berlin. It is such a great sight to see in person. And this is how it looked quite a few years ago. And here's a photo from Lili's first time in Berlin. And here's a photo of us now. You should definitely add the Brandenburg Gate to your touring options when seeing the sights in Berlin. You won't regret it. Here's some final thoughts. These were our favorite sites. Now I realize that everybody's favorites are going to slightly differ in each city, so if we left out a site that you like, please list it in the comments below. And remember, Berlin has so much more to offer than just these sites. We have another video coming out on tips in Berlin. Stay tuned for that. I hope this helps you on your trip to Berlin. Safe travels. For more insights, tips, and info into all your travel moves, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel.